Now that I've saved my file for web so that this has become an HTML page with many different little images that make it up. Um, and I've saved that in my folder here. Let me find it. Okay, so under chapter 9 images, these were all the images that we were looking at in Bridge. So I have different ways of looking at them. I could go back to Bridge, which they're here, and I have my freeze frame, my new HTML page, my new freeze frame HTML page created in Photoshop with links. So that's pretty exciting. And then I could also use Finder to find it, and I'm not sure how you, I guess on a PC it's a little bit different. But anyway, just find your file, and then if you just open it, like double click on it, it should pull open your browser. And then you can see what your website looks like in a browser. And if you click on gallery, I think that's the only button that's going to work. But it'll open up your web gallery in a separate browser. Because as you remember, you might remember, we set it to underscore blank for the target, which means it's going to open up in another browser window. Um, Sometimes it's confusing for people when things open up in another browser. They get lost. They're like, oh, what happened? I want to go back, but they can't go back. They don't realize that their other website was on a different tab. But anyway, people debate about which way to go, to put it on another, to do the blank target, or to just leave it so that it takes over the current page. And obviously these ones are not going to work because we didn't make HTML pages for the home or the fax or contact, but you can, I believe, pretty much the same way that we created this page, and just save it for web. And then when you title the HTML options, call it something else like contact or fact, and then these should link. And right now, because it's on our desktop, it's not on the web. It's not like on a server that you've subscribed for, like GoDaddy or something like that. I use one.com. But yeah, you can't find it unless you're on your computer. So you can't say, Mom, Dad, I made a website. Go to, and you can see it's like users Robin Fiala desktop. They can't do that. It's not on the web. It's on my desktop. But anyway, it works just the same as long as you have all the files. Yeah, anyway, that's the end of this lesson. I kind of cut it in half because I took out the animation part, but you're welcome to go ahead and do that. As long as you get to this part, and then I guess email me your files. Let me think how to do that. Okay, I've got it. Okay, so for Blackboard, just upload your freezeframe.html page, and then all the images in this image folder. These were created when we saved for web in Photoshop. It automatically turned all our slices into separate images. So there's the banner part, the fact button, the contact button, the things that we sliced out, and then the automated slices here of what was left over. This is just like white space, the rest of the image. And then what it does is it pieces it all together. Like it takes it apart into little images, and then it pieces it all together in the freezeframe.html. It's pretty cool that it does it automatically, instead of having to do it by hand, which I used to do. Just put it all back together in code. So that's pretty awesome. But yeah, send me all these images, upload them, and that. Forget about the web gallery. It's way too much information to like upload to Blackboard. I'll just take this and I'll know that you at least sliced everything up. And that's good enough for me. This is really for your education. If you skip out on something, then that's a bummer. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. It was challenging for me. I've been away from web stuff for so long. I had to like do a little refreshing. All right, anyway, and then for individual project, I want you guys to try to make your own mock website page, your home page, and then use the slice, practice using the slice tool and saving for web. All right.